Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much indeed for joining us here for a Qudo webinar, this time launching an exciting new product, ProMusic. Thanks for taking the time to join us. We're going to try and go through at a relatively high level this product with you today so that you can get a good idea of its capabilities and the choices it will give you. But we look forward to you reaching out to us more directly, perhaps for a deeper dive on this to see how it can be beneficial within your organization. Just to give you an idea of the running order for today, I am the sales and marketing director. I'm just going to take you through the intro and the overview of the product, why we've brought it into the portfolio and where we see our customers taking advantage of it. My colleague Seamus Murphy is going to jump into the product, take you through some headlines and walk you through some of the ways in which the product can be set up and used by you. And I'm sure at the end of that, he'll invite you to reach out to him directly and perhaps organize a more tailored view of the product for yourselves. I'm just going to summarize back at the end with a covering of the prices and the options that we've got. But again, do please reach out to the team and take a leisurely look and a detailed look at what this product can do for you. But at Qudo, what we've set about over the last few years is to really bring together a portfolio of best-in-class products and services that blend together to give our customers the strongest possible capability set. And as we kick off into Q2 of 2021, we re-examine exactly where our customers are seeking our help and what their main focuses are. And clearly at the moment, we've still got the health and safety of staff, and through that will come sort of hybrid working tools, the ones that are able to help support partial office, partial home working, that sort of thing. But organizations of all sorts are having to refocus both on the productivity of each member of their team, but also critically at the customer experience. We're re-entering a very competitive environment where people who can make the best of technology and make the best of their teams will benefit from perhaps even a pent-up purchasing public that is stepping forward, but will certainly be scrutinizing their options and looking for the best suppliers, the safest suppliers, the most professional suppliers. So within today, we're going to really focus on this customer experience end and try and use a new tool, our ProVoice product here, to enhance the services that go around the credibility of the company and the image of the company, because we all know at the back end of this, we only get one chance to make a good first impression. And that's really important as customers re-emerge. We may not have spoken to our existing customers for a while. We may be speaking to new customers for the first time. But professionalism, stability, robustness, friendliness are all going to be part of that buying decision. And before our humans even get to talk to them, we can use our technology to portray the right image. And that can mean that the quality of announcements or the quality of the music that we play them, the balance of empathy and encouragement that we put in the way before our humans can be a real area where you can tip the balance in your favor and put customers at ease and relax them into feeling that they're going to deal with a professional organization with a customer service ethic. So we did feel that bringing this product out at this time in support of many of the other products we've got, including the call center queues, was appropriate and well-timed to try and enhance that customer experience. And then we drop down to this productivity element where we're talking, we have invested in good staff, businesses will have invested in their staff. And really and truly, we need to recognize that while supporting them, we have to keep our eye on the prize. Missing a sales call is the most expensive error that a business can make. And if we can add on to that, if we can manage our peaks so that we don't overstaff for the periods of the quieter periods in the day, i.e. if we can level out those peaks and manage with a reasonable sized team, we're both going to capture all the opportunities and we're going to maximize the margin that can be made from those operations. And finally, we do know that if we are bringing customers in who are excited, who are looking forward to a purchase, who are prepared to be in a queue for a while, we can use that excitement to enhance the sale that our people will make by targeting some interesting, useful, and maybe upsell messages into our clients as they wait to speak to your staff. So within this product and service, we're trying to take a look at that particular area and see if we can deliver the benefits through. So we're introducing a revolutionary streaming solution, but one that is so easily manipulated. It can cover the smallest SMEs all the way up to enterprise customers and allow you the choice in packages that gives you the volume of messaging, the quality of messaging, the variety of messaging, and the flexibility in messaging that allows you to reach out into those queuing customers or out into those message areas where customers are going to face you for UK-based or even internationally based operations or advertising. So I'm going to let Seamus let the product do the talking. We'll flip across to him. Seamus, if you'd like to take the reins.
As a customer that is going to be using this service, this is the portal that you will receive, and I'll just sign in here and show you how easy and simple it is to actually use the service. There are three areas I want to talk about today. It's the area around prompts, messages, and compilations. The prompts area is where you will do your auto attend, your welcome and close messages. The messages here will be under the messages section, will be areas that are marketing messages for people on hold, people in call queues, that sort of thing. And the very final piece, the compilation, is where you mix it all together, along with music on hold, along with comfort messages. That gives the final solution. So let's first of all just dip into the prompt area. How do you order a prompt? How do you do this? Well, let's have a look at the service here. So it's literally a case of clicking on prompt piece here. You have three options. You can use a voice artist. This is for a professional voice recording. You can use text to speech, and you can also use text to speech until your voice artist recording is ready. A voice recording generally takes about 2 working days if you use a UK voice, but in the meantime you can use text to speech. I'm going to pick that option because it's easier to show you the varieties if I do that. So bear with me a moment. So you can call this test, and I'm going to put some text in here for a message. So the idea with this is that you can create your own message and choose how you want to use it. For the purpose of the test, I'm going to use Gemma for text to speech. As you can see, you've got quite a variety of voices, but I'm going to be using Gemma for my purposes today. And for the real voice ID, I'm going to be picking on Kelly, and I'll show you where we are. So coming back up here to the text, I've put this in this format purposely. 2 reasons. One, you'll see that I've put the number 1 and the alphabetical 2. I want you to see how that is viewed by the system. So let's try text to speech first.
Welcome to John Smith's estate agents. Press 1 for new sales and 2 for existing sales.
Now I wanted to do that just to show you that if you put a full stop in here and do a proper piece of grammar, the difference this makes.
Welcome to John Smith's estate agents. Press 1 for new sales and 2 for existing sales.
Now, I don't know about you, but I think that text to speech has come a long way from when we first heard it. ProVoice have used the best of 3 world leaders. They use Microsoft, Amazon and Google text to speech. They've only selected those that work best with telephony, and they've enhanced the messages as well, the voices as well. So you get quite a clear and crisp response. If you're using short, snappy messages and immediate recordings, text-to-speech has its place and certainly works well here. If I use the Kelly, the real voice, this is just a demo of what you'll get from Kelly. Obviously, it's not using the text there, but just to give you an example.
Welcome, and thank you for calling. For sales, press 1. For technical support, it's 2.
As I said, that takes about 2 days to produce. You put your text at the top here, any special instructions to Kelly on how you want the message read, and that goes off and is ready to download, as I say, within 2 days. But if you pick the text-to-speech until voice artist recording is available, then you'll use the Gemma message in the meantime. Now let's cancel that so I don't mess up the system. Here we go across now into your messages, and this is the area where we talk about on hold and in queue messages, where callers are waiting and you need to pass on information to your end customers. There are a few ways of getting your message into your portal to be mixed in the compilation, as I said, with music and comfort messages later. The first method is very similar to what we've just seen, where you can order a bespoke message, and again, very similar. You just go through the same process to order a bespoke message. But I think where this service really stands out is in the message library. They've created a message library that has up to 10,000 professionally scripted and recorded generic messages that are split by sector. They're very quick, very easy to use. And if I just take some examples, I'm actually going to pick some estate agents examples ready for a piece I'll do later. So here we have a message.
We work closely with councils and housing associations under the private sector leasing scheme to provide fully.
Now, it may be that you're not very good at doing your own material, or you want to use a message like this. But if you want to tweak it, if you click on this little far right button here, you can actually take it. It pulls it into a template, and you can make the changes you require in here as well. So you can use it both as a recording message as is, or you can create a template and use the template. I'm just going to pick 4 here to add to my basket to use later. So you literally just click on there and go back to my collection. This is my collection here, and these are the ones that we use regularly and are part of our messages. So it's very easy, as you just saw, to add to a collection, and it's easy then, once in a collection, to create a compilation. So the third and final stage is that compilation area. So click into the compilation. We've got one already set up, which I'll talk you through, and then I'll show you at the end quickly how to set one up. It really is a very simple process. So here we have a compilation. This is one set up for a holiday company, a holiday queue, and we've got our messages here. We've got a choice of 5 messages that are in the queue, and I'll just play you one to show you.
If you're organising a day trip or holiday for a group, we can help you make it a surefire success.
If you go into this edit part here, there's some useful things to do. You can actually move your play order around. It's drag and drop. You can pull up more messages from your group across here as well, should you need to. So it really is as simple as a drag and drop situation. Each message can be date stamped. You can pick your messages to play only certain days of the week, or perhaps at the weekend, or you can pick certain times. This is very useful if you run quarterly campaigns, that sort of thing. You can actually set everything up with the quarterly campaign and then leave it running for the rest of the year. Comfort messages. I click the edit here. So you've got a choice of no comfort messages or just a group of messages here. We've gone for the Youthful Scottish, and the Youthful Scottish, these messages go up in empathy over time. So
thanks for holding. One of the team will be with you soon.
Down to,
We're working really hard to get to you. Just hold the line and someone will be with you as soon as they can.
so that just shows you the rise in empathy as you go along. And it's as simple as that, picking the choice you need. There are options here which give you the timings. So you can have your initial waiting time before the message of 5 seconds, spacing of 10 seconds, and the comfort message coming in every 4th message. So you have a 3 marketing messages followed by the first comforting message, and then scrolling around again. Music, we've gone away from the days where you had green sleeves playing over and over again to your end users. What you get here is a playlist which has between 8 and 15 songs within the playlist. So just clicking here, you'll see some of those have vocal tracks and others without vocal tracks. Obviously, when the messaging comes in, the vocals, the music dies down, it goes a little lower, so it's not interfering with the music too much. But that's how easy it is to select your playlists and update it from there, and then you associate it to a queue. I'd like to just show you very quickly how easy it is to do a new compilation, because I think this is such an easy, intuitive service to do. So I'm doing one here for estate agents. So I'm creating a compilation for estate agents. My marketing messages, I'm going to go into my marketing messages here, and this is my selection before. So I put my pieces across here. And then on final message. There we are. You can see how my marketing message for estate agents is there ready.
We work closely with councils and housing.
Comfort messages, I've decided to go for the formal English. And the reason I've gone for the formal English is it's a female voice, as you can see here. And it ties in with my female voice in my earlier section. I'll keep my options as they are. And for music on this occasion, I'm just going to pick classical. I'm a bit old-fashioned like that. So there we are, that's that. And it's that easy to set up a compilation. It really is very intuitive. It's a very simple service. To give you a clue, I'm no expert in these things. I started playing with this just in the last few hours, last 24 hours. And I just found it very intuitive, very easy to use, and I thoroughly recommend it. So over to you, Ian.
Thanks very much, Seamus. That was fantastically done, and I think you demonstrated the simplicity of the product. For those of you who are on the webinar, I know that control most of their operations through the UBOS self-service portal. If you just reach out to your account manager after this event, they'll take you through the process of how you interface the music with either your auto attendants or your call queues themselves, just so that you're up to date with that process as we go. And for those of you who the account management team support your changing activities, again, reach out to them and work with them on how this can be used. But I think what we've seen here is that very simply, against the queuing system or the auto attendant systems that we use, you've got a chance to upgrade the professionalism perhaps of the messaging that you go out, refresh the professionalism of the message that goes out, give you some flexibility. In a short demonstration like this, we can't cover everything, but the ability to have a more radio style music on hold with some interspace news tips or announcements or on this day in history sort of thing. I'm sure you've experienced a few of these things as you've gone around in your own private lives as well. But again, the ability to preset your systems to include Christmas music that's already been scheduled, to make sure that you can pre-plan changes to the messages that you want to set out against campaigns, and that ability to do things on the fly. The text to speech followed by professional recording can mean that for the 2 days it takes to get the professional recording in, you can still have already changed in a very professional way a message, and then have it slot back into the same voice patterns that you use. So I don't know if there's any questions.
We do have a question.
Yes.
Can we upload our existing audio files for voice prompts and music?
That would come under the special condition packages at the top. So if you again reach out to us and just work with us on exactly what scale of product and package you want to have, but that opportunity does exist in the higher packages. As I said, if anybody else wants to just take a deeper dive at this and look at it, whether we're dealing with auto attendant announcements, pre-alert announcements for just hunt groups and teams that you're working, or working through your queuing systems, I think there's a whole range of facilities here that will allow you and your team to present and then back up that professionalism that is bound to be part of your strategy going forward. But thanks for taking the time to join us. We hope you join us again shortly for another Qudo message. But for now, I wish you a good afternoon, and thanks again.